So, did I enjoy the Raw reunion? No, not really. There was way too many dangling of the carrot as far as saying, hey, you remember this, don't you? You remember the shit that you used to like? Well, it's not that way anymore, but we're still going to give you a glimpse of all these people that you used to watch anyway. And then we're going to throw in some Roadrunner, Wild E. Coyote, Pepe Le Pew, 24/7 garbage chase throughout the midst of it that included Hall of Famers and quote-unquote legends. Because, come on, honestly, Kelly, not a legend. No, just no. But anyway, the show starts off with John Cena hitting the ring, and hey, wait, this sounds familiar. Someone going off to Hollywood and then coming back and saying that the WWE is his home. It always is and it always will be. Sounds familiar. It sounds like someone else did that before and Cena called them out on it. But now Cena's doing it. Yeah, okay. So the Usos come out, and of course they want to see the Doctor of Thugonomics. It is a Raw reunion and all, but the Doctor of Thugonomics was basically a hit on SmackDown, not really on Raw. But yeah, you get a couple of lyrics in by John Cena, and so we get the whole nostalgic pitch. Since the Usos are there and John Cena's right there, why not bring out Rikishi, the father of the Usos and one of John Cena's first rivals, on SmackDown? Rikishi does come out, and it was just for show. There wasn't much rapping going on. They were going to dance, but they were interrupted by the Revival, who interrupted that shit, and it was like, nope, that's not going down. And then we get a match between the Usos versus the Revival. The Revival had Devon Dudley in their corner, which was kind of strange. It was. It kind of, I was like, wait, how does that make any sense? But, all right. But with Devon even in their corner, the Usos still win the match. But it wasn't for the titles. I guess that's all right. So the 24/7 garbage begins here. R Truth gets pinned by Drake Maverick. So Drake Maverick is once again 24/7 champion at this time. Drew McIntyre destroys Cedric Alexander because of what happened. Cedric Alexander pulling a fast one on McIntyre, pinning him. And this was kind of a payback. And he gave a reverse Alabama slam onto head first to the apron. You know, all right, you can destroy a person, but you can't beat him. That's just. The Boogeyman scares Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick trips and falls, and then Pat Patterson becomes 24/7 champion. So, Pat Patterson. I mean, that shows you how much of a debacle that this championship is. That's why the championship doesn't excite me in any way. It's just there for a comedy session, and I'm just like, no, just no. The Viking Raiders beat Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And Hawkins and Ryder hasn't really done anything ever since that tag team championship farce run. They haven't been relevant. They haven't been really doing anything. So it's just like, okay, that's fine. Viking Raiders. And hell, there's nothing else for the Viking Raiders to do except destroy jobbers and hammerniggers, as Bobby Heenan used to call them. So it's like, I don't know. Like I say, up to this point, anybody enjoying this Raw, I'm just like, no, just. Ugh. So, you have Mike Kanellis bitched out again by Maria. And then Ron Simmons showing up. Damn! he actually grabbed Jimmy Hart's megaphone to say, damn. Wow, just the emasculation of Mike Kanellis. It's just, I don't get it. That's a damn shame to me. You can't have, and then later on, he's going to be wanting to be taken seriously in the WWE. Yeah, no. So, Briscoe. Jared Briscoe wins the 24/7 championship. We didn't even see Pat Patterson get pinned, nevertheless, or submit. We just see him laying down, calling Briscoe a stooge, and Briscoe having the championship. Yeah, it takes one to know one, right? Then Kelly comes and congratulates him. Now, this is when things really get out of hand. So, Kelly basically knees Briscoe. Briscoe falls. Referee's there. Kelly pins Briscoe. And I'm like, no. Just, man. So, for the people that wanted a 24/7 championship rule, did you think it was going to be like this? Look, they weren't going to bring the hardcore championship back. They just weren't. So now you got this 24/7 garbage. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Now, of course, Samoa Joe, they brawl at first, and it's like, you know, they get a referee out, and in the match. So, wow, something that was on that was on the main roster took place during this Raw reunion that actually meant something as far as relevance. Viking Raiders versus Hawkins and Ryder, that doesn't mean shit. 24/7 championship now has people that are not officially on the roster at this time. So, the Usos versus the Revival, but you had Rikishi out there and you had Devon out there. So, but Roman Reigns beats Samoa Joe. So again, same old shit. You couldn't even have a surprise or a twist or anything like that. Or Samoa Joe getting past Roman Reigns. You couldn't have that. Miz TV with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins calls Brock Lesnar a Seth Rollins wannabe. Yes, Brock Lesnar is not a beast. He's a man, and any man can be beat. But a Seth Rollins wannabe, I wanted to tune out right there because I was like, that makes no sense. But anyway, that's just, I don't know. Sami Zayn basically come in the back, and he's running down everything, and the legends, and the Hall of Famers, and the nostalgia, and the Raw reunion show. He's running down everything, and Rey Mysterio pops up. He's like, you need to respect. These are the people that paved the way for you. So a challenge gets made, and then, yes, there's going to be Rey Mysterio versus Sami Zayn later on in the night. Candice Michelle pins Kelly with Melina as a referee because apparently Melina just got her referee's license, and Candice Michelle is 24/7 champion. Alundra Blaze shows up and strangles, quote unquote, Candice Michelle. Candice Michelle taps out, and Alundra Blaze is now 24/7 champion. She's like, but I won't be champion for long. And I'm like, okay, I already know where they're going to go with this. Let's see if they actually pull this off. And if they actually pull this off, I will congratulate them because I'll be like, yeah, this title is garbage. Sami Zayn versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio wins. Now in the midst of the match, Sami Zayn tries to leave. You hear RVD's music. RVD comes out. Then you hear Sergeant Slaughter's music. Slaughter comes out. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Hurricane. And then Kurt Angle. So Kurt Angle and all four of those guys are blocking Sami Zayn's path. Sami Zayn goes back in the ring and gets beat by Rey Mysterio. The Street Profits. NXT Tag Team Champions on Raw still talking, not getting in the ring. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, Alundra Blaze comes up to the announcer's booth, and coincidentally, there's a little trash can there. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. But then the $1 Million Man's music hit, he comes out, and he quote-unquote buys the 24/7 title. Yeah, rehashing a storyline that was in the late 80s, where he paid Andre the Giant to get the WWF Championship so he could surrender it to him because he purchased it. But now this purchase actually, quote-unquote, goes through. But there was coincidentally a little trash can that was at the announcer's booth. I'm like, yeah, come on, throw it away, please throw this shit away and never hear from it again. Or smash it up. Something, because I don't like this 24/7 championship. But the $1 Million Man ends up buying it, quote unquote, buying it, and just takes it away. And I'm just like, no! You had it trashed, you had it ruined, you had it gone. Damn it, Ted DiBiase. It's, So, Rollins. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Now, a way to, quote-unquote, bury the OC, bury the club, with, you had Anderson and Gallows there. Next thing you know, DX music hits. And I'm like, who's going to come out? Triple H. Yeah, he just had to be a part of this show, and Shawn Michaels. So Rollins wins by disqualification. You know what would have been more appropriate? The Shield. But that's not gonna happen. But so you had AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins by disqualification, and then after the match, you had the OC get chairs, and next thing you know, the Road Dogg, the rest of DX, except for Billy Gunn. You had the Road Dogg. You had X-Pac. Then you had Scott Hall. You had Kevin Nash. Oh, but they called him Razor Ramon and Diesel. You know, a.k.a. Razor Ramon, a.k.a. Diesel. So, I'm like, yeah, they're just throwing us nostalgia. And I'm just like, Seth Rollins was just the one that was out of place here. He was. But Drake Maverick wins the 24/7 championship again when Ted DiBiase was trying to leave. He gets in the limo. You hear commotion. You hear someone count to 3. Drake Maverick comes out and he merges with the 24/7 title. And then all that chase begins again. Mick Foley comes out and he says that he's going to get his hands on the 24/7 championship by the night. And yes, he does his usual plug, his usual stand, his usual right here. Yeah, he does that usual shtick where the lights go out because he played what was his favorite moment, and of course it was him winning the WWF Championship on Raw. Then the lights, the video slows down, the lights go out, and then next thing you know, Bray Wyatt with that Joker mask, and he puts on the mandible claw on Mick Foley. Okay. Does that actually mean something? Is there going to be a feud? Is there going to be a spark? No, there's not. So, that was just a big waste of time. Yes, we know that Bray Wyatt has this fiend Joker mask. We already know that. But Mick Foley is actually, retired, not really coming back to wrestle, and it's like, well, so what was the point? A moment of bliss. Yeah, you have Becky and you have Natalya. So they brawl, and actually Becky says something very interesting, since Becky and Natty are supposed to be kind of like friends. She's like, you helped train Ronda Rousey to try to beat me at WrestleMania. And I'm like, that's a good point. So, of course, Becky's going to take that shit personally. Yeah, but your fighting friend is not here now. All right, so they brawl, and it's like, okay, that's fine. So the 24/7 championship goes full circle. And R Truth ends up pinning Drake Maverick once again and takes off with the championship in a limo that Drake Maverick's wife is in. Alrighty. And Carmella is there and Drake is there, so yeah, they got left behind. But R Truth, and I'm just like, okay, no more of that for tonight at least, but it was still stupid to have all these other 24/7 champions emerge. That's just stupid to me. So, Braun Strowman destroys a jobber. Why? What was the fucking point of that? Oh, Braun Strowman, you just want to be a part of the show? We'll give you this jobber to destroy. Since no one else wants to deal with you, no legend wants to deal with you, no Hall of Famer is going to want to deal with you. So what was the point of that? And then you get to the end. Ric Flair. I mean, alright, you have all these quote-unquote legends, and then you have certain Hall of Famers out there on the stage, and come on, I'm sorry, Kelly is not a legend. Candice Michelle is not a legend. Sorry, they're just not. This is... Anyway, Ric Flair comes out, top of the ramp, doesn't say anything though. Hulk Hogan comes out, he has some words. You know, Hogan and Flair kneeling, bowing to each other. That was, cool. And then Stone Cold comes out, does his usual thing, and invites everybody from those legends and the Hall of Famers to the ring for a toast, and that's it. No confrontation, no lights going out, no Undertaker, no Rock. Rock wasn't there. You had all of this, and you had Raw, but its main champion, Brock Lesnar, wasn't even in attendance. Seriously? But that was Raw, and I'm just like, I wasn't excited. I wasn't filled with nostalgia. I wasn't like giddy over, oh my God, oh, I can't believe they're still, oh. I wasn't like that at all. I just wasn't. Yeah, you had Jonathan Coachman doing commentary on the match. You had Booker T doing commentary. You had Christian doing commentary, and I'm just like, I'm not. Jerry Lawler, I'm just like, nope. I'm not feeling any of that. It's just, but that was Raw. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just like, eh. They didn't touch the nostalgic part that I was just like, oh my God. No, didn't happen. It was just a regular show to me without most of the fucking roster that was there. And that's just stupid. But anyway, do you think my opinions on Raw, or this Raw, are full of shit? Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying? Please comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. Raw reunion, man. Just, like I say, the 24/7 debacle. Stupid. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.